Hello guys, my name is Maurine and I am the costume designer for the production Dorian Gray by Doppelganger. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my design process. One of the most interesting characters in my opinion in Dorian Gray is the character of Maurine Summers. I'm going to try not to give away too much information about Maurine's character and what she does, but I am going to explain to you what I'm going to dress her in and why I'm making certain decisions. So I'm going to try and do that by not giving away any spoilers. So with Maurine Summers, she's going to have a very creepy look. She's going to look a little bit scary, a little shocking. Maurine Summers generally represents fire, and she's the fire element. So at first we was thinking of her wearing a wrap dress. Maurine Summers will be played by two of the actors in the production, so it means lots and lots of quick changes. So her costume needs to be well thought out in order for the actors to get in and out of it very quickly in order to change scenes. At first we were thinking just a wrap dress for her to slip in and out of. Thinking of covering her face with a stocking to make it look a little bit anonymous and a little bit creepy. Something I was really inspired by was this picture of it's like a fire lady dancing, and this really inspired me for Maurine to go a little bit more crazy and a little more out there with her costume. So I started looking at a lot of work by Alexander McQueen and other various fashion designers. When I'm designing a costume, I really find it interesting to look to fashion for certain characters. I just think there's a lot of inspiration in fashion. I really like the way there's lots of fabric used here, mixed media, netting, lots of things look very natural, and I think that would be played with really well to create fire dress. But I also really like this, and I like the chiffon and the way it has transparency to it. After looking at ways of disguising face and creating disguise, I really like this idea, how it shows she's caged, and she's very caged in between Dorian and his lifestyle, and how Dorian has pretty much caged everybody in, and I think that's a really good representation of that. I really like the way this is very sculptured, and I think I may work with something similar to this, which has inspired some ideas. And once again, just looking at ways of creating contorted faces, or just creating disguise and just making things look a little bit grim and creepy. Lots of inspiration here to take. One of my main ideas is that Maurine would represent the phoenix. Phoenixes rise from the ashes, and she rises at certain situations in the play. So I really like the idea that this represents, but I'm not going to give away too much on that. But this is how I'm considering dressing her. With the sculptured top half, it's easy to get on and off. There would potentially be a clip at the back where the actors should just take it on and off very quickly. Maybe chiffoned arms, creating wired structure here. Just different ideas and ways of disguising the actors that are playing Maurine, and creating a new character. Video. Hope it gave you some more information and insight into what's going on with Dorian Gray. Remember to check back on the Dorian Gray Doppelganger's Facebook page for more vlogs in the future, as I'm sure there's going to be lots of changes coming up in the near future. And yeah, so I'll keep you updated.